It's the BCTAL Basement! With today's special guest, Jerome Davis. Hello, and welcome to the BCTAL Basement. We're coming to you almost live from the basement of the Birdville Center of Technology and Advanced Learning. I'm your host, Harrison, and with me, as always, is Josh.
Hi.
It's episode 3, Josh. How do you think the BCTAL Basement has changed your life?
How do I think it's changed my life? I don't think it's really changed my life at all. Actually, you know what? I take that back. It has changed my life a lot. I have 19 followers on Instagram now. I think it's 20. I haven't checked. We're not allowed to have our phones on set. But I think it's going great.
You know, we have a great show coming up today. Texas Radio Hall of Famer Jerome Davis is going to be with us. As for now, we'll be right back after this.
From seed to turkey, it's that simple. Our bioengineers spent years creating the perfect formula. All you need to do is add water for a moist, delicious Thanksgiving turkey the whole family will love. Remember, do not leave your turkey in water for over 12 hours. It will become sentient. Insta-Turkey, in stores now.
Welcome back. Josh, what's your favorite part of Thanksgiving?
My favorite part is probably the food. I like eating the food. All the different food that family makes.
Really?
Yeah, from all over the place.
You know, I would have to agree. It's
You'd have to agree?
Pretty good.
Turkey's the
pretty
best
good
part?
Food. Turkey, I do like me a good turkey.
Yeah, me too.
Turkey is an essential part of any Thanksgiving, and to celebrate that fact, we're going to play an exciting game called Blindfolded Turkey Draw. Josh, how do we play Blindfolded Turkey Draw?
It's very simple. There's a whiteboard right there, and we're going to have two lovely ladies come on camera. They're both going to be blindfolded, and we'll have 90 seconds to each draw a turkey. And whichever one we like the best is going to win this pack of Happy Birthday candles. So.
Wow, I was playing for those Happy Birthday candles. Well, come on now, let's meet our artists.
Okay, you got it. Yeah, you're fine. Okay.
Draw a turkey.
Do you want me to hold your glasses? No. Okay. Okay. Timer. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, one of them's
Using the
going.
old hand technique.
Yeah. We have another hand technique on the other side. This is some exciting commentary. It's like golf. I actually cannot see.
These look like really good Sonic OCs.
I can't see you.
I can see Adams. It's okay. He's going for a baby turkey. I can't see it. My mic is tangled up in my chair.
Does it have any cheek?
Oh no. I see Adam thinks he's going to win just by drawing a whole bunch of turkeys.
Okay, you're going on each other's side. That's fine. How much time do we have left? Oh, roughly 20 seconds, guys.
I realize this is not priority, but I'm very tangled up in my own chair right now.
We have 10 seconds, guys. All right, and that is time. Good job, guys. You can take
okay, go ahead and take your blindfolds off. Look at
so
what
your
you
marker
created.
didn't have any ink.
So I would say, who would you say wins in this situation,
That's
Josh?
very tough.
That's gonna be a Miguel.
You think it's a
I
Miguel?
gotta say,
I think it's a Miguel.
for drawing the greatest invisible turkey I've ever seen.
You have a great Thanksgiving.
Actually, I drew so fast you couldn't even see it.
Was that it? Okay. Yeah. All right, that's
I'd
our game.
shake your hand, but I'm stuck. Oh, here we go. We'll be right back with Jerome Davis right after this.
Hello. The safety of the Bechtel has been in jeopardy since last Tuesday at 3:52 a.m. An unwelcome critter decided to slither, and with her came the feeling of an unwelcome visitor. Let's see what some students have to say. I'm Jordan Beasley. Have you seen the Beast?
No. What beast?
Why am I interviewing you?
Hey, Mom.
Hello.
Hi?
Have you seen the Beast?
No. What beast?
The one that's been, skedaddling around?
No, I haven't, but now that I have this opportunity, I've lost a dog, and she's really cute. She's a Morkie. She's about 5 years old. She's about like this big. She's like a hamster size, and she's gonna be really scared, and I don't know, I really want to find her, so like everyone keep out a look for.
Yeah, okay. Hi.
Hi.
Have you seen the Beast?
The one that's been like roaming the halls?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
How would you describe the Beast?
I don't know. It's kind of like a cat kind of thing, and it just looks dirty and nasty and kind of weird, I guess.
Be more thorough.
It looks like it could like hurt someone, I guess. I don't know.
That's spooky.
Yeah.
Do I look dangerous?
I no.
Would you want to go on a date with me?
I don't know.
Yeah?
I guess, sure.
Here's some unseen footage of the Beast. If you see this monster, find shelter in your nearest classroom. This is Bechtel News. Jordan Beasley. Thank you and good night.
Welcome back, everyone. Our guest today is the 15-year veteran of the voiceover and radio industry, and in 2015 was inducted into the Texas Radio Hall of Fame. Please welcome to the basement, Jerome Davis.
Thank you.
So, Jerome Davis, that's your name?
You can call me Jerome.
Okay, Jerome, okay. How did you get started in the whole radio voiceover business?
It's an incredible story, but make it short. I was guest on a call-in radio show where they called in requests. Probably don't do that anymore, but they used to do that every night. And I was on the air, occasionally just saying, dedicate this to Susie and Mickey or whatever. And the manager of the station happened to be there that night. And so when the program was over, he called me in and he said, "Have you ever thought about being in radio?" And I said, "Well, no, actually, I haven't." But he said, we've got a fellow that's going to be leaving here very shortly, and we need somebody to replace him. So why don't you just take a tape recorder and some copy and read it and practice and come back in a week, and we'll see what happens. So sure enough, in a week, he said, "We'll put you on probation." Well, I was on probation for 2.5 years and enjoyed that. It was a great time. I couldn't believe, however, that I could be paid for having such a great time. I enjoyed radio, just you can't imagine.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, you definitely have the voice for it. You definitely have a very radio-y voice.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. What was your second most exciting career moment behind obviously being on our show?
Second career. Well, actually, I think what was as exciting was moving from radio into television. I did some television for a good number of years, too. At that time, it was very easy to do because companies would own radio and TV stations at the same time. Now you don't see very much of that, but you could do it. So I was able to move into television, too. That was exciting.
Mm-hmm. That's cool. Yeah.
Live television is like worlds
Wow.
like this.
I'm sure it's a bit higher level than this.
Well, not
A bit more professional.
We're doing great, Harrison, okay?
Do you have any tips for someone trying to get into sort of the same career path, someone just starting out?
Well, there are several things you could do. I would first suggest that if you have any indication you want to be in the business, go to college and get some training there. There you can make contacts because usually at most of the schools I'm aware of, the folks who are doing the instruction have been in the business, they've got contacts, and they can help you make those contacts. Another thing you might want to do, once you get into the program at a college, start looking for internships that you can get at area radio stations. And there are a lot of them and a lot of different formats that you can find, and so you could do that. Another thing too is once you have completed your college work and you still have not quite found the job you want, I would suggest that you start in a smaller market like a Tyler or a Waco or even a Nacogdoches or a Marshall or something like that, because the jobs are going to be there. It's not going to pay a lot, but it'll give you experience, and that'll let you move on up into the larger markets.
Thank you. Yeah, that was very enlightening. Here's a good one. What's the strangest thing you've ever had to voice over?
Oh my goodness, strangest thing I ever had to voice over. Well, I did a couple of commercials where I had to do some voices. I wasn't very good at it, but I did some strange, crazy voices, you know, like something you'd see in a comedy or something.
Can you do any voices for
No,
us?
no, no, no.
Okay.
You don't want to hear those.
Okay, if you say so.
You don't want to hear those.
Yes, sir. So you worked in TV for a little while, right?
Yes.
Did you have any interesting stories from that?
Well, actually, not long after my wife and I moved to Fort Worth, along came the Kennedy assassination, and I was able to, as a news person then, to do some work on many of the aspects of that investigation, and so that was pretty interesting, to say the least.
Yeah.
And also later on, I was able to be a reporter at the trial of Jack Ruby, who was the assassin of Lee Harvey Oswald. So it was quite a year there.
That's very interesting. Here's one. Josh and I do some of our own voices from time to time. Could you rate our voices?
Rate your voices, all right?
Yeah, here, you go first, Josh.
Okay, what would you like me to say?
I don't know.
Hey, this is your game here.
Do that, I don't know, do that one like high voice you do sometimes.
What high voice?
I don't know.
Hello, everybody. It's me, Josh.
That's really all I got.
Okay,
It's not very.
go for it.
Hello, and welcome to the BCTAL Basement.
I'm afraid you'll win.
Okay.
You'll win.
That's fair. I believe that.
All right. How was the experience of your Hall of Fame induction?
Yes.
Well, that was quite a thing. The Hall of Fame came into being in 2002. It was designed to honor men and women who have made a contribution strictly to the radio business. I think a lot of them also did what I did, did some television, but primarily for the radio industry. Since 2002, some 350 people have been inducted. It's quite a thing because you are nominated by your peers from over the years, and then you are voted on by your peers. There's no popular vote. And so it's quite an honor, quite an honor. I was pleased.
I'm sure. So it's very prestigious.
Yeah, the only thing was they gave you a 2-minute limit on your speech. Nobody made it. Nobody made it. It was all over that.
Okay, well, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you for stopping by.
Well, thank you for
so
inviting
much.
me. I enjoyed it.
And we'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Jeremy Upchurch, speaking from the BCTAL Basement, and we like to have a lot of fun here on the show, but at this time of the year, it's important to pause and remember the most important things. Things like family, things like time together, and the way that...
I'd like to give another great big thanks to Jerome Davis for stopping by. Josh, are you planning to leave the basement for Thanksgiving?
I am. I really am. And so a lot of plans. I'm gonna eat hopefully better food than this. So,
Josh, what are you thankful for?
I am thankful for Jerome Davis for coming in today and being our guest.
I'm thankful for Rick Steves' European tours.
Okay. Well,
As we enjoy our bistro-made turkey sandwiches, we want to say thanks for watching and happy Thanksgiving from us to you. Until next time, the basement is closed. No! No!